RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Johnson's Corner, located at 2000 State Street in Alton, is the area's best corner bar and eatery. Burko Construction, offering all kinds of construction services from new building projects to renovations. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to basketball here on Z1570. The Alton Redbirds opening the Alton Tip-Off Classic tonight. 2013 Thanksgiving tournament here at Alton High School. And the tournament underway with game one tonight, Jacksonville against Vashon from St. Louis. Now another St. Louis team, Northwest Academy, taking on the home team, the Alton Redbirds. With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland here with you on the Big Z, and we get ready for another season of boys and girls Riverbend basketball here on the radio, and we start as we usually start during Thanksgiving week, Louis, with the Alton Redbirds Tip-Off Classic.
Down to 4 teams. It's a little strange to see that, but again, 2 of the Missouri schools have come over with Northwest Academy and Vashon. Jacksonville, defending tournament champs, are back here and look pretty impressive in the opening game.
Yeah, they won over Vashon earlier tonight in a game that got started late, about 30 or 40 minutes late. Vashon had some bus problems getting across the river and got here late, so they started late, and we're starting late here in the 8 o'clock hour with the Redbirds and the Hornets. The Hornets from Northwest Academy, coached by Gerald Jones. Of course, the Alton Redbirds, coached by Eric Smith. Last year, his first year, and the Redbirds won 13 games. They had a number of seniors on the roster last year, 8, 9, 10 seniors on the roster last season. And this year, some familiar names are back and some are not back. But the big story for Alton High, not only the big scorer Carlos Anderson is back, but also 3 transfers from Marquette, names that we've heard the last couple of years now play for the Redbirds.
It's going to be a little different. I'm going to look down there. When you look down and see Williams Bay and McMurray, I'm going to think we're going to see Steve Medford, the coach, and Marquette, but going to be a little adjustment here, seeing players that we're very familiar with in the blue and the white, and now in the red and the white, and sometimes in the gray for the Alton Redbirds, and should make this a more quicker team and a team that can definitely shoot from the perimeter as well.
Well, those 3 explorers that come back to the Redbirds, they went to Alton Middle School and played for the public school back in 7th and 8th grade. Well, they're back here for their senior year. Mike Williams Bay, D.T. McMurray, and can't forget about Keyshawn Young, who we saw quite a bit during the football season. He had a great football year at Alton High, and Keyshawn Young, part of the team for the Alton Redbirds this year as well. Back with more pregame, and we start the season for the Alton Redbirds boys basketball team in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect. Burko Construction provides all types of construction services, from new building projects to renovations. Directional boring is a specialty. Directional boring is a way to get utilities from one point to another without destroying existing ground or obstacles that are in between the 2 points. Directional boring goes above and beyond traditional trenching, connecting utilities and services in places where traditional trenching is impossible. In business since 1998, Burko Construction Company, 618-259-2440.
Louis Korak and Britt Berkland back here on the Big Z, Z1570, and here in the 8 o'clock hour we get ready to tip off. Late start tonight, but again, the first game got started late, Vashon and Jacksonville, and that was a Jacksonville victory. The Crimsons beating the Wolverines by a score of 72-39. So Jacksonville starts 1-0. And we start tonight with Alton Redbirds basketball, and two of the starters, we've talked about them, Mike Williams-Bay and D.T. McMurray. You have Carlos Anderson back this year, 6'5" junior, and he's primed for a big season for the Redbirds. Darius Edwards, a 6-foot junior, and then the big man, Brian Hudson, 6'7" junior. Last time we saw Brian Hudson, he was on the mound for the Redbirds, big lefty, and now he's to basketball.
I was going to say, I'm more accustomed to seeing him hurl pitches off the mound, not maybe take basketballs in the post, but we'll see what kind of skills he can bring to the basketball court here. Obviously, some size there. We'll see if that can actually complement Carlos Anderson. We know what he's going to bring down on the block. He can also step out away from the basket as well, and that's always, it seems like that's been the problem for the Redbirds in the last couple of years. They've had the guards that can push the ball up and down the court. It's been getting the ball inside and getting some consistent play down on the block that's kind of maybe been inconsistent for this team, and we'll see if they can provide that moving forward this year.
Well, the first game got started about 6:35. It was scheduled to start at 6. That was Jacksonville and Vashon. Jacksonville, Illinois winning that game. Now it's the Alton Redbirds against the Hornets of Northwest Academy from St. Louis. Redbirds wearing their white uniforms trimmed in the red. And for Northwest Academy, they have the dark navy blue trimmed in the white. And we're ready to go here with Redbirds and Hornets basketball from the Alton Tip-Off Classic. And Carlos will jump it up. Carlos Anderson wins the tip, and we're underway with D.T. McMurray giving the ball off to Williams-Bay. And now to Hudson at the high post, gives it back out to Mike Williams-Bay. He loses the ball, and Northwest Academy going to get a layup at the other end. Rashad Warren lays it up and in.
Well, that's not what we've been accustomed to, and again, another turnover on just a simple inbounds play. A little bit of a tough start here for the Redbirds. A couple of quick turnovers to start this game, and already down 2-0.
And the Redbirds will go man-to-man on defense, of course. After the turnover, it is Warren giving the ball to Antonio Johnson. And now a foul is going to be called down low, and it's going to be on the Hornets. DeMarcus Gary, number 23, with a foul.
I thought they were going to get Anderson going over the back, but not the case.
And so here come the Redbirds. Hudson hands the ball off. McMurray down low to Edwards, a no-look pass, and it's another turnover out of bounds under the basket.
Well, you can tell this is the first game. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for the Redbirds. Might want to try to slow things down a little bit just to get settled into your first game action of the year.
And the Hornets have it. Out to Antonio Johnson now. Johnson wears number 5 between the circles to Warren, guarded by Williams-Bay. Now free throw line. Warren, jumper, no. Williams-Bay with the rebound. Number 1 on his jersey gives to number 2, McMurray. Inside to Hudson, and he's fouled as he was a step into the paint and was going to take a short jumper, but fouled by maybe Gary again, his second.
Well, it's just a quick move there by, obviously we've seen McMurray do that quite a bit. Little fake from the outside because you have to respect his perimeter shot, and he's able to get his man down on the block. Nice little dish, and draws the foul.
Hudson, the big lefty, puts it up, and it's short. Redbirds trailing 2-0. They still haven't scored yet, but it is early, and now big man William Warren, 6'8", sophomore, comes in for Gary because he's got 2 fouls. DeMarcus Gary out of the game for Northwest.
So he's that big and 15 years old. He doesn't even have his driver's license.
6'8", sophomore. And a wide body as Hudson puts the free throw up and in. So the Redbirds trail 2-1. Here come the Hornets again. And we have a foul in the backcourt.
It's like a hand check.
Hand check on Williams Bay, number 1. That'll be the first foul for the Alton Redbirds here. And now number 22 checks in for Northwest, and that's Milo Sampa. Sampa at 6'2", and they throw it away. To the bench it goes, to their head coach Gerald Jones, and that's a turnover.
A couple of sloppy mistakes early on here by each team, unforced turnovers, and with a couple of teams that likely are going to want to push the tempo and run with the basketball here, you can understand that. And you're going to see some sloppy turnovers.
And the Redbirds are going to have it, still with the same starters out there. They're starting 5 anyway. Darius Edwards, Brian Hudson, Carlos Anderson, D.T. McMurray, and Mike Williams Bay. Here comes Edwards up the floor, into the lane. Nice move. Couldn't get it to go. It rolled off the rim. He did everything but finish it there. It's 2-1 Hornets. 3 ball is missed. Rebound, Edwards out to Williams Bay. Alley-oop to Hudson. No. Rebound under there, and it's out of bounds on the inline there as the Redbirds miss a golden chance there. 3-on-1.
I don't think either one of these teams would need a shot clock for you.
Not at all. And William Warren, the big man, comes right back in for Northwest. Berrien Jones has it. 6-foot senior guard to Johnson. Now to Warren. Out to the outside. A 3 is blocked away by Carlos Anderson. Goes back to the Hornets. Baseline jumper is good, though, as Sampa has a bucket, a 2 instead of a 3.
Well, he had his 3 swatted away there by Anderson, was able to stay with the play and knock down a little short jumper.
Now we have a foul on Johnson, a hand check at the free throw line as the Redbirds were on the move. And with 6:07 to go, first quarter, here comes number 5, Keyshawn Young of the Redbirds checking into the game, but first we're going to have a 30-second timeout. 4-1 Hornets over the Redbirds. We've had some up and down action, up and down the floor, but not many points yet. We have turnovers. That's what we have.
Yeah, well, if I remember this game, they started off against each other last year, and obviously the personnel on both sides is probably a little bit different, but a high-scoring game, and both teams like to get up and down the floor. And I think they were both able to settle in once they got into the game a little bit. That game also started a little sloppy. Look for these two teams to pick up the pace scoring-wise as this thing moves along, because right now, neither team really taking care of the basketball, particularly Alton. 3 turnovers in their first 3 possessions, and you're seeing a lot of one and done so far.
We'll have more Redbirds action from the tournament Friday night against Vashon. That'll be after the Illinois game, though. The Illini playing basketball back at home on Friday night here on Z1570.
I got to see their game last night. That was pretty good comeback.
Yeah, it was. 6-0 for Illinois as they come back home Friday nights for a game at the State Farm Center. Now we have a blocking foul, illegal pick on the big man, William Warren, number 50 for Northwest.
Yeah, something tells me this game might be a little quicker than his pace is maybe used to.
Try to get up and down the floor, and
you couldn't get a per diem for that game in Vegas last night?
No such luck. Another foul on the Hornets here. It's number 1, Jones, with his first.
Man, already 5 team fouls, and we're barely over 2 minutes into it. Alton's going to be shooting a lot of free throws here, it looks like, in the first half.
And they only have 1 team foul so far, and that was Williams Bay. Here's McMurray, long 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, Hornets. Redbirds couldn't get the offensive board there, and back comes Jones the other way. Blocked by McMurray, but a foul as he came across the body. And D.T. McMurray with foul number 1.
Well, Jones just took him to the baseline there, and just a simple little one-on-one move, and a little pump fake is what got McMurray up into the air and through the body contact.
I mentioned Keyshawn Young into the lineup. He wears number 5 for Alton. Right now, though, free throws, and Jones misses the first one for the Hornets, who lead it 4-1 here, first quarter, about 2.5 minutes into the game. Coach Eric Smith pacing in front of the Redbirds bench. Here's a missed free throw, but the shooter gets it back under the basket, out to the three-point line. Sampa misses a 3, rebound Edwards. Quickly up the floor, he gives it to Levante Hobbs. Good pass there. Underneath Anderson, little hook, it's good. McMurray to Anderson for 2.
Well, McMurray thought about and he's going to pick up a second foul. Not what you want, but before that, it was a good look. Really nice look. It looked like McMurray was going to take the 3. Pump fake the 3, nice little dish inside to Anderson, and he's going to have to sit now for a little bit, picking up that second foul.
And Williams-Bay checks back in for him, so it's Young, Williams-Bay, Hobbs, Edwards, and Anderson on the floor. Hudson is off the floor for the moment. Down underneath the Warren, and the pass is a turnover as it went down the baseline. Alton ball in a 4-3 game.
Something tells me with this Warren kid, as big as he is and the size that he has, they're probably best suited to just nice little lob pass inside and let him just get up a little quick turnaround, because it's going to be awfully difficult for him, especially if he puts the ball on the floor.
There's a 3 outside, and it's good. Levante Hobbs, the quarterback on the football team, and Hobbs with a 3 ball.
And another foul.
Redbirds with a foul in the backcourt as they put a little pressure on again, and foul's going to be on Edwards, number 13. His first. So Hobbs with a 3 ball for the Redbirds, and it's 6-4 Alton. The Redbirds take their first lead here at Alton High in the Alton Tip-Off Classic tournament. Lady Redbirds held their tournament here last week. Belleville West over Breeze Mater Dei in the title game there, and then the Alton girls finishing in 3rd place, beating Springfield Lampier. There's a spin move in the lane, shot missed, tipped up, and nice goes in. Wow, just slapped up there, and it went in. Inside, a foul the other way, though, is Allende Perry, who's in the game now. Perry is fouled on his move to the basket.
I believe that was Lambert on the tip, is that right?
That's right. 20? Yeah, Terrence Lambert gets credit for the bucket.
Well, you're not lying. That was just one of those where you just swat at it and hope for the best, and he got a fortuitous bounce on that one, most certainly.
Perry puts it up and in. 6 fouls in less than 4 minutes for the Hornets, and Perry hits the first.
So you're saying Alton will be in the bonus for the remaining 12-20 of this half?
A long, long time. 2 for 2 for Perry.
Hopefully they practiced up and sharpened up on those freebies, because they're going to get a lot of them here.
Allende Perry, who had some injury troubles last year, and the senior hits 2 free throws. Here's a 3 ball the other way. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, for Northwest. Now a steal. Keyshawn Young up to Williams-Bay. Williams-Bay will lay it up and in. And at the 4-minute mark, the Redbirds lead it 10-6.
Now they're starting to get settled in just a little bit here now, taking care of the basketball, being a little more patient, too.
On the sideline, out of bounds, Rashad Warren with a turnover for Northwest. It's Alton High ball.
Well, just Carlos Anderson applying the pressure there, and Coach Gerald Jones of Northwest is going to take a full time out here.
3:48 to go. First quarter, Redbirds lead the Hornets in boys hoops 10-6. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Family-owned Johnson's Corner at 2000 State Street in Alton is the area's best corner bar and eatery. The restaurant is known for its homemade onion rings, fantastic pizza, and of course, its famous pork tenderloin. The bar is a friendly place to talk, laugh, make new friends, and of course, quench your thirst. Now you can watch live high school sports in the bar. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Johnson's Corner is an inviting place to enjoy good comfort food. Johnson's Corner, an Alton tradition.
Back live at Alton High here in the 8 o'clock hour. Louis Korak and Brent Berkman with 3:48 to go. First quarter, Redbirds have a 10-6 lead. A little slow going for the Redbirds, but they picked it up now, Louis.
Well, and it was to be expected. I mean, with a team that just likes to push the tempo and kick up the temperature just a little bit, and both of these teams like to do that, and particularly Alton. They were not quite sharp to start, but getting settled into the game now, and with a 4-point lead, only halfway through this first quarter, a long way to go.
There's a pick and roll. Young gives to Hobbs. He couldn't get it to fall, though, and he had a great opportunity to lay it up and in, but it rolled off the rim. Out of bounds, Northwest ball. They trail by 4.
They worked the play well there. It just didn't get the finish, and that's just going to come with timing. If you're Coach Smith, you got to like the execution.
Now a traveling called into the front court. Rashad Warren with a travel for the Hornets as they bring back in Sampa, 6'2 junior, and Hudson back in for the Redbirds. Anderson out, Williams Bay out.
Well, unlike the Redbirds, the Hornets got off to a good start. Now they're starting to get a little sloppy with the basketball. 5 turnovers here.
Redbirds also bring in DeMonte Wigfall, number 12, wide receiver on the football team. Here's Keyshawn Young, speaking of football. Keyshawn lost it. He turned it over and back the other way. That's a layup for Jones. It's good.
Yeah, he was able to take advantage. That's just a little careless with the basketball. Got to do a better job of taking care of it there.
Hudson gives the ball off to Perry. Allende Perry hands it over to Wigfall. Wigfall to Keyshawn Young. He drives in and fouled on the move there. Berrien Jones with a foul. And that'll be his second. And the team's 7th.
Both of these teams better hope they can dig into their benches, because you've already got 3 players between the two teams already with 2 fouls.
Free throw up and in. Jones on the board showing just 1 foul, but thought that was 2 on him.
I think you're right.
Keyshawn Young with a free throw. Keyshawn will shoot another one. 11-8, make it 12-8. He hits them both. Redbirds hitting their free throws early on here. 5 out of 6.
Then again, you and I aren't official scorers, so...
Very true.
Even if we're right, we're probably still wrong.
12-8, Alton with the lead. Redbirds on defense. Northwest Academy from St. Louis with the basketball. Here's Johnson to Jones. Berrien Jones up the floor, bumped by Perry. And I don't know, barely some contact there, but Perry with his first foul.
Well, I spoke too soon and talked about Alton going to be in the 1-and-1. If they're not careful, they're going to put Northwest in the bonus before this first quarter even ends too. That's 5 team fouls now on the Redbirds.
So the Hornets throw it in. Here's Berrien Jones, the senior guard again. As he drives in, top of the key, now a 5-second call. And it's going to be turned right back over. Right back over it goes to the Alton Redbirds now. The Redbirds last year, a lot of seniors, Abasa Brown, Tyrone Parker, Tyler McLemore, and Aaron Womack. McLemore and Womack both signing to play college football this year. Inside, layup, and it's good. Underneath, Levante Hobbs for 2.
Another good entry pass there, and Alton's starting to find some seams there.
Now a reach in on Keyshawn Young. He'll pick up an Alton foul, his first. Hobbs with 5 points for the Redbirds off the bench, and Redbirds lead it 14-8.
B squared, I think we're in for a long first half. We've got nothing but bonus the rest of the way now.
And we're still in the first quarter. 2:16 to go, first quarter. 3 ball is missed. Williams Bay with the Alton rebound. He's throwing it underneath the Hudson. Missed the layup, got it back. Good, and one. Brian Hudson stayed with it. He'll go for 3.
Not sure sometimes that size can pay off, and if you give up on a defensive board just a little bit, big guy can jump in there, get his hands on the basketball, and be able to finish, and that time Hudson was able to do that, and it looks like Johnson's going to pick up his second foul.
To the line, the big lefty, 6'7" junior lefty, Brian Hudson. And Hudson gets ready to try and complete the 3-point play. He's got 3 points now. Hobbs with 5, Anderson 2, Williams Bay with 2. Here comes the free throw with 2:05 to go. First quarter, it rolls in for Hudson. He's got 4 now. The lead is 9, 17-8. Here's a steal. Anderson the other way. Went for the slam, and he missed it off the rim.
Boy, that's dangerous, too. Could have hurt himself.
Back the other way it comes. The Hornets will lay it up and in. 32, Cornelius Young with a bucket.
You enjoying the tennis match? Back and forth so far.
Very, very quick pace. 3 ball in the air, off the rim by Williams Bay. Hudson with a rebound, but it's knocked away on a double team. Here comes Northwest the other way. 1:25 for the first quarter. Here's a steal by Anderson again. Carlos all the way down, foul, and 1. Anderson this time will go for 3.
So the more easier shot that he had on the dunk, he misses. That one was a more difficult shot, able to knock it down, get himself a 3-point opportunity here, and Lambert picks up the foul, and well, we still got 1:19 to go in the first, and Alton now will be shooting double bonus the rest of the half.
9 team fouls on the Hornets now, and a lot of contact there, and Anderson on a tough angle kissed it off the glass and in from the right side.
What were we saying about maybe a slow start offensively? Now it's picked up pretty good.
Yeah, 19 points for the Redbirds here. First quarter, 1:19 to go. First quarter, and it's 8:45. We had a late start tonight, and some troubles at the scorer's table, and the 3 referees get together here. 19-10, the Redbirds by 9. And Carlos Anderson going to shoot a free throw here in a little bit. Well, last night at the Metro East tournament, Shells and Oilers both won. That's pool play over at the Metro East Turkey tournament. CM lost their game at home to Triad. Marquette won at the Pittsfield tournament last night. Explorers beat Payson Seymour. And here the Alton Tip-Off Classic gets underway. And Anderson still waiting to complete the 3-point play, but one of the officials talking with Coach Jones over there of Northwest Academy. Gerald Jones is trying to clear up whatever the problem is here. We'll see. I think we're ready now with Anderson at the free throw line. Could make it a 20-10 ball game.
Hey, even the officials have to get settled into the new year.
True. Free throw, Anderson, good. 5 points for Carlos. Back come the Hornets. In the front court, double team there. Underneath, knocked away. Anderson has the steal. He gives to Hudson. Here's Williams Bay, and he's tripped up and fouled in the backcourt. Warren with his second.
And the Hornets with their 10th team foul. in the first quarter, mind you.
How many guys are going to foul out? That's the big question now.
Well, you look at their bench, I see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They might need them all. 7 guys on the bench.
They might use them all, need them all. You're right. Here's Mike Williams-Bay. Fires it up and in.
Will we be done by 11 p.m.? That's the key question here.
The deadline? We'll see. Mike will shoot another one here. 1:07 to go. First quarter. Williams-Bay. Free throw. Good. 4 points for him, and the Redbirds keep hitting their free throws here.
Well, they're on pace to score 88 in this game.
22-10. This one drops in for Cornelius Young under the basket. Young has 4. Here come the Redbirds with 50 seconds to go, and underneath, Darius Edwards is fouled on his way to the basket. 44 with a foul this time. That's Watkins. Jason Watkins, only a freshman. And Edwards at the free throw line here. Darius Edwards, line drive, free throw, and it's good. Free throws keep going in for Alton.
This will be their 12th of the first quarter. There will be a lot of them. It won't be the last, let's put it that way.
And they're 10 out of 11.
That was kind of an Achilles heel last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. 11 out of 12. He got them both. 11 free throws. And now a foul in the backcourt on Maurice Edwards of Alton High. Number 35 with a foul.
And that will send the Hornets to the line for the first. Oh, no, I take that back. Jones had a couple of free throws early. And he will step to the line again here. But only their 3rd free throw attempt here in the first quarter.
24-12, the Redbirds have the lead. Free throw rolls in for Jones. 3 points.
He missed his first 2 attempts.
And here comes another one. It's in the air. It's good. 2 for 2. Jones hits them both, and it's Alton basketball.
Look at that speed.
Inside, knocked away. Missed the shot. Redbirds get a steal. Now they'll lose it again. Hornets have it. And out of bounds, it's still Northwest Academy ball.
Well, I'd like to see some of these games in the Public High League. What kind of a track meet that is.
Exactly. Razzle-dazzle. 30 seconds to go. First quarter. Here's Jones with it. Right elbow extended. Missed the jumper. Rebound. Williams-Bay the other way. And he throws it underneath, but he's fouled at the free throw line. And Williams-Bay is going to shoot. That foul's going to go on maybe Cornelius Young this time.
You are correct.
Shows 2 fouls for him on the board.
So they already have a quartet of players with 2 fouls.
And Williams-Bay puts it up and in. 5 for him in the game. Number 1 to shoot again for the Redbirds. It's up and in again for Williams-Bay. And it's 26-14. Redbirds by a dozen. Here's Jones with it. Into the lane. Off the glass, no. Hudson with a rebound. Long outlet. Inside. Over the front of the rim for Darius Edwards for 2. What a quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Redbirds doubling up the Hornets. 28-14 after 1 quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Mega Bank. bank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Back for the second quarter now. 8 minutes back on the clock. Quarter number 2. Louis Korak and Brent Berkman with you. It's Alton 28. Northwest Academy from St. Louis 14 after one quarter. So the Redbirds up by 14 points.
Crazy first quarter. 10 turnovers for Northwest, but Alton 13 for 14 from the line. Some don't even get that many attempts in a game. They had it in the first quarter.
And now we have a foul underneath on the block, and it's going to be Hudson who will pick up the foul for the Redbirds, his first.
Of course we do. We only combined for 18 fouls in the first quarter.
Mercy,
that's all.
That's all. And more to come. 7:50 to go, first half here. Free throw, up and in.
And yes, son, you get another one.
1 for 1. And Young with 5 points.
You made your first one, so you get another one.
Second free throw for Young. Cornelius, lefty, puts it up. Short, rebound, Hudson.
I guess he knew he was going to miss it, so he figured, why kill my percentage?
There you go. Inside miss. Hudson follow. He puts it up and in. Hudson for 2.
And it was a good drive by Edwards, and there's where some of that height is going to come in handy with offensive rebounds.
Shot missed, tipped up and in. It goes in for Northwest. 30 to 17 now.
I think that was Gary on the tip, if I'm not mistaken.
And a travel at the other end. Alton with a turnover. It's going to go right back to the Hornets, who trail by 13. 30 to 17 the score. Here come the Hornets again. 7:11 to go, first half. Driving in, a kick out to Jones for 3, and it's good for Jones.
And he's got 5 quick points here in the quarter. And Alton trying to push the pace there once again. Instead of maybe just getting into a half-court offense, they turn it over quickly again.
And here comes Northwest again. Up the floor. 30 to 20 after that 3 ball by Jones. Here he goes again. Jones inside. Missed it. Hudson with a rebound. Outlet. Anderson grabs it. Carlos Anderson gives it up. 3 ball going up and in. Levante Hobbs for 3.
2 for 2 now for him downtown. Had an easy look there and took it.
Inside, that layup is good. It's Gary underneath for 2. Back the other way, Redbirds with a miss. Shot by Darius Edwards, and now a foul. And it might be Edwards in the backcourt on a foul after he missed the shot. It is. Edwards will pick up his second foul. And Hudson's going out of the game. Number 12, DeMonte Wigfall into the game. 33-22 score now. And at the free throw line, Jones. Edwards coming out of the game with those 2 fouls. Keyshawn Young checks in. At the free throw line, Jones with it, puts it up, and it's good. Well, you got to be ready at the scorer's table with the buzzer because players coming in and out of the game like crazy here, both teams.
You know, they're going to get a look at a lot of different bodies. That's what these preseason tournaments are all about, or season opening tournaments, if you want to call them.
Second free throw, no good. 33-23, and a blocking foul is called on Gary, number 23, DeMarcus Gary.
It's going to be his third foul, I believe.
6'5" junior going up against Anderson, the 6'5" junior. And Carlos at the free throw line now after being fouled by Gary. Five points for Los. 1 for 1 from the free throw line, and Anderson puts it up and in. 6 now in the game.
I'd like to thank you for remembering my name in the pregame. I thought for a minute I haven't been on with you in a while. You might have forgotten what it is.
But you're back.
I am back.
And Anderson's free throw, good. 2 for 2. He's up to 7 now, and the lead is 35-23 for the Redbirds. There's a spin move by Sampa. Sampa guarded there by Hobbs. Lost his dribble, and he can't find anybody open. McMurray almost had a steal. It is tipped away to Hobbs, and Hobbs will look for a guard now, and he'll find D.T. McMurray.
Pinballed around there for a minute.
Inside to Keyshawn Young. Young with a reverse layup, and it's good.
And it's another turnover.
Inside, McMurray missed it at the front of the rim.
Probably as easy a look as he's going to get.
Timeout, Northwest Academy. The Hornets trailing the Redbirds here. It's Alton 37, Northwest 23. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Black, silver, or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Welcome back to Alton High School. Redbirds and Hornets here in the Alton Tip-Off Classic Tournament. Lady Redbirds last week in their tournament went 2-1 as they finished in third place in the tournament. Redbirds with 3 games in this round-robin tournament. They'll play Vashon Friday, Jacksonville Saturday night. There's a miss by Northwest, back the other way. Keyshawn Young inside to McMurray. McMurray looking weak side, and he finds an open man. Shot missed. Rebound is up, and it's missed on the block. Redbirds had some chances again. Wigfall with a miss. Anderson with a miss. Inside Jones, rolls it in, but it's an offensive foul. Anderson takes the charge.
I was going to say, they waved that one off, and Jones with his third? Is that who they called it on?
I think they did, and I remember on the board they only had him with 1, so maybe, well, at least 2 fouls officially, and now they're at the scorer's table again, checking things out. So many players have come in and out of the game.
Yeah, they don't even have him up on the board right now. And they've got it up on the board as his second foul. I guess that's what we'll go with then. His second.
And he's in the game, but still not up on the board. Here's a shot right wing, and it's good. It's a three. Colton Jones. It's the three for Alton High as he checks in.
They're making some threes.
And Alton gets the turnover. Anderson for three. He missed it off the back iron. Wigfall keeps it alive to Keyshawn Young. Here's a three, missed on the wing. Inside, Jones up and in. Anderson to Jones for two.
Getting it inside, outside. Everywhere they turn right now, points are coming, and really unselfish too.
42-23. McMurray almost had a steal. Players diving to the floor, and it's going to be Alton ball, I think, out on the Hornets.
I think you're right.
And checking into the game, Maurice Edwards in for Wigfall. So it's Edwards and Keyshawn Young, D.T. McMurray, Anderson, and Jones.
Turnover number
15.
Bingo. Boy, you're right on the mark.
Jones for three again. Short. And Keyshawn Young over the back on the rebound, and he'll pick up his second foul.
Man, it makes me think you're paying attention to the game.
Kind of.
It's good. 15 turnovers.
4:11 to go, second quarter. And the Redbirds.
Everybody in the double bonus now.
Free throws, and more free throws. Again, Alton in the first quarter, 13 out of 14 from the line. Free throw is up and in for the Hornets, and it's Warren at the line.
And they've made two more here in this second quarter, so make it 15 for 16 for the game.
Amazing.
That's what we haven't seen around here in a while.
Missed free throw. Edwards has the rebound. Alton ball. Edwards up the floor. Quickly up the floor. Jones for three. It's missed. Rebound batted around there. Allende Perry almost had it. Here's a steal, though, on a pass. And Anderson underneath. Up and under. Anderson with a finger roll. It's good.
Where they've gotten good transition. There's another one, I believe.
No, he's knocked it out of bounds. Redbirds with good hustle on D. And it's still going to be Northwest ball, but Alton's lead is now 20, 44-24.
They've converted a lot of these turnovers into points.
28-14 after one quarter tonight. It was a 14-point game. Redbirds had doubled up Northwest. Now it's 44-24. And they throw it in. McMurray almost had another steal. Into the corner, though. It's Warren for three. He missed it. Rebound Anderson. Carlos out of there with it. Anderson going end to end. Finger roll. Missed at the front of the rim. And now a foul on Alton High, and Anderson's going to come out of the game, maybe shaken up a little bit, or just maybe needs a little rest.
I think that's going to be Jones, yes.
Anderson still down on one knee at midcourt now, as Hudson's going to check in for him, but first, free throws.
That might be a good idea to get him out here a little bit. We're up by 20 right now.
First free throw drops in for Gary. And Anderson going to be looked at by the trainer, athletic trainer Andy Renner over there. Make sure he's okay. Carlos Anderson playing soccer this year for Alton High. Trying to keep in shape, yeah. Little JV and varsity soccer for Carlos. Here's McMurray spinning underneath. Good! D.T. McMurray making it happen to Allende Perry there.
Got a little, some oohs and ahs from the crowd on that one.
A lot of shake and a lot of bake there. And then the nice feed to Perry underneath for the layup. Now underneath, Gary has a layup. DeMarcus Gary for two.
Well, he had a quiet first quarter, but he's picked it up with 7 points here in the second.
Here's McMurray again, underneath to Perry again. Nope, Hudson with a follow. Brian Hudson has 8.
A lot of them are just garbage points around the rim, which is where they want him to be.
And Hudson with a foul and 1, a bucket.
Nice play there by, can't see the number, is it 12?
Might be 12 or 22.
William Viney, is it? Vinny?
Viney, number 12, is going to go for a 3-point play. Hudson with a foul.
Tons of fouls and free throws in this game. They just keep adding up.
And the free throw is good. That's a 3-point play. Scorecard is a mess. And what a box score this is going to look like, you know? Later on. Where? Somewhere out there. 48-30, the Redbirds have a big lead, 18-point lead.
It's going to take a while to put it together.
2:30 till halftime. Here's Maurice Edwards. Gives it up to Levante Hobbs, now right side. Driving into the lane, kick out to Edwards for 3. Nope. And Jones is going to have a foul on the weak side on the rebound. Alton with a foul.
Over the back on that one.
Colton Jones with his second foul. 2:16 to go, first half. 48-30, Redbirds with a lead. Yes, Redbirds have 48 points before halftime here. And Berrien Jones at the line. Puts it up, missed the free throw.
Well, they had their share of free throws too, but not making them with the efficiency that Alton is tonight.
Here comes another for Jones. It's up and in. 1 for 2. And he makes it 48-31. Williams Bay in the game with Perry, Edwards. Here's Hobbs, reverse layup. Good. Nice move by Hobbs, the junior.
That's good recognition, though, by Williams Bay to spot the open man cross court.
Now some D by Williams Bay. We know he can play some defense. Here's Jones with it into the corner. Viney for 3, missed it. Rebound, loose still. Williams Bay out of there with it. Hobbs, long pass up the floor. Good dish. Inside, good. Give and go. And Hobbs from Josh Lovings for 2, and now a foul on the Redbirds in the backcourt.
Yeah, you got to like that. Just, again, unselfish with the basketball. Good distribution. Good timing on those guys cutting to the basket, getting the perfect pass.
And we have a foul in the backcourt.
Imagine that.
On Lovings. After Lovings made the good feed to Hobbs, and Hobbs has done some scoring off the bench. The quarterback during the football season, 12 points. Yep. And the free throw is good. It's 52-32. Jones with another here. And 2 for 2 for the Northwest guard. Senior guard, Berrien Jones. It's Redbirds ball here with 1:20 till halftime now. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton, 9 o'clock hour and first half action here. Here's Maurice Edwards. Gives it back to Perry. Perry with a fake all the way down. He lays it up and in.
Good pump fake at the three-point line. Gets his man in the air and turns into an easy lane to the basket.
Underneath Gary, reverse layup will not go. It rolls off the rim, but they get the rebound. Blocked away. The follow, though, is up and in. It's good. Marquise Thomas, number 15. Now we have a whistle back the other way. And another foul.
And
Williams Bay at the free throw line for Alton. 4 for 4. 6 points overall for Williams Bay. And the free throw is good.
And you know what? Hudson missed the first one, and they've made every one since.
How about that?
16 in a row. Now, you know what's going to happen.
You jinxed them.
I did.
55-35, and free throw good. 2 for 2. Williams Bay with 8 points. Perry with 6. Young with 4. Anderson has 9. Hudson with 8. 5 for Jones. Again, 12 for Hobbs. Boy, a lot of scoring. 56 points for the Redbirds here.
Good balance.
With halftime coming up, yes. Probably get a number of players in double figures tonight before it's over.
Are they going to hit 100?
It appears that way. 56-35. It's almost halftime. 15 seconds to go.
When's the last time someone hit 100 in a game?
I don't know. It's been a long, long time. And here's a foul called by Northwest away from the ball. Gary going to pick up the foul, it looks like.
Tried to look like an alley-oop play there and just not a very good pass. And boy, Gary's got 4 fouls. Not even halftime. So he's going to have to be on his best behavior if he's going to finish this game out.
That's one way to put it, yeah. But he's still in there. Good foul out before halftime, I guess. Free throw is missed.
There's the jinx.
Second free throw coming up. Wigfall at the line.
Come on, Wigfall. I had you guys going perfect here.
Number 12 for the Redbirds. Puts it up. He puts it in. 7 seconds to go. Here come the Hornets. Before halftime, Jones lost it. Hobbs gives it up to Edwards, and he puts it in! Between the three-point line and mid-court, he just fired it up one-handed. It went off the glass, and it went in for 3.
No, this isn't a final score. This is a halftime score. 60 points.
60-35 here at halftime. 60 points for the Redbirds. They had 32 more points in that second quarter, and they lead big here at the half. They lead by 25. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
With today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Toyota can take you far and cost you far less.
Get great leases, low APRs, and amazing cashback offers on all your favorite Toyota models. To learn more, visit your Toyota dealer or buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Halftime here, and the 2013 Hall of Fame class being honored right now at halftime. Big group of folks there, and at halftime here, it's the Alton Redbirds in boys basketball, leading Northwest Academy from St. Louis. 60-35 is our halftime score, and Louis, the Redbirds, quarters of 28 and 32. How about that?
NBA-ish.
It is.
This is what it is. They've got 10 different players score, and believe it or not, one of the starters has 0, which is unheard of. McMurray, you would think he's going to be all over there somewhere, but he's 0 for 3 from the field, but he's been distributing the basketball. But 18 for 20 from the line, 19 for 39, which is a shade under 50%. It's been very efficient for this Alton team right now, and they forced 18 turnovers in the first half. pretty good so far, pretty good start.
Exactly, all the way around. You look at all those scores, Williams Bay with 8, Carlos Anderson 9, Hudson has 8, Hobbs leading the way with 12, Perry has 6, Colton Jones off the bench with 5 points, and the list goes on and on and on, and it's 60 to 35. And don't forget, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Players of the Game, and it may be players of the game. We may have a bunch of players of the game tonight.
How about the team?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so balanced right now. Nobody's really jumping out as far as that's concerned, but you know what? If you're Coach Smith and you're looking at that, you've got to like that, because that means you're getting production from everybody. Nobody's really standing out. When you can get that kind of production up and down your starting lineup and from your bench, it just bodes well for your team. Everybody pitching in so far in these first 16 minutes, and that's a good sign moving forward for this team.
And we'll have to see that keeps up in the second half and through the weekend. Don't forget Friday night, Vashon and Alton will be playing. We'll have that one for you on the air. Actually, we'll be streaming that game live online, live play-by-play on the internet at about 7:40. But then on the radio, it will come your way on tape delay after the Illinois home game against IPFW. That's Indiana Fort Wayne, playing in Champaign Friday night at 7 o'clock. So we'll have that game for you. Then Saturday, it's football. Illinois hosting Northwestern. That's a 2:30 kickoff on Saturday afternoon. And then we'll also have the Jacksonville-Alton game here from the tournament to wrap up the Alton Tip-Off Classic tournament on Saturday night. Back with more here in a moment, though. The Redbirds lead at halftime, 60 to 35 over the Hornets from St. Louis. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You want your car to look stunning and keep it running? Then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Louis Korak and Brent Berkland here. Redbirds and Hornets here from the Alton Tip-Off Classic Boys Basketball Tournament. Alton 60 points at halftime. They lead Northwest Academy from St. Louis 60 to 35. And again, we mentioned some scores here at halftime. Hobbs with 12, Hudson 8, Williams Bay with 8, Anderson 9, Perry has 6, Keyshawn Young with 4, Edwards has 4, Darius Edwards with 4, Colton Jones with 5, Maurice Edwards with 3, and the Redbirds with quarters of 28 and 32, and that outstanding free throw shooting, and 60 points, and they lead by 25 here at halftime, and they're going to play Vashon on Friday night and hopefully save some of this offense maybe. Who knows?
And this free throw percentage, 90% right now. Boy, that's pretty doggone good. I've kind of always been in particular, if you're going to be a good team, if you're going to be a winning team, you should be in that team-wise. On the low end, I would say 70-75%.
That's true.
And if you can get in that 70 to 75 percentile range, chances are you're going to be in a lot of games. But, boy, if you can, I mean, you're not expected to go 90% all the time and certainly not expected to finish that. But, boy, if you can keep up this pace, man, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat, and it's going to be tough to face this team moving forward.
Now, the first game we had turned out to be a blowout, too, tonight. Vashon having some troubles with Jacksonville. Illinois won that game 72-39 over Vashon. So Illinois beating Missouri in the first game, and Illinois and Missouri playing here in the second game as well. The team from Illinois, the host Alton Redbirds, leading it at halftime 60-35. Again, we have Illinois basketball Friday night, Illinois football on Saturday. We'll also have Alton Redbirds basketball Friday and Saturday as well as we keep this holiday weekend going. And we keep the basketball going tonight when we come back. We should be just about ready for the second half. Here from Alton High School Gymnasium. More in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Construction provides all types of construction services, from new building projects to renovations. Directional boring is a specialty. Directional boring is a way to get utilities from one point to another without destroying existing ground or obstacles that are in between the 2 points. Directional boring goes above and beyond traditional trenching, connecting utilities and services in places where traditional trenching is impossible. In business since 1998, Burco Construction Company, 618-259-2440.
Set, hit. Protection! Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
60-35 our score here at halftime. After one quarter, the Redbirds led 28-14. And now they have 60 points on the board as Northwest Academy makes its way back onto the floor here, coming out of halftime. The Hornets, the Alton Redbirds, coming out of their locker room here in just a couple of minutes, and Coach Eric Smith with a lot of good things to say, I'm sure, at halftime. Keep it up on offense, defense, free throws. Keep the fouls down a little bit because both teams with a lot of fouls. But obviously Northwest in more foul trouble than Alton High here.
Yeah, don't change anything if you're the home side. I mean, 60 points, man. I mean, they're gonna be pushing 100 points here unless they get such a big lead here and they decide to call off the Dogs. I mean, that's always a possibility where you slow things down. But man, I mean, shooting the basketball that well, relatively just a shade under 50%. Free throw shooting outstanding. Defense outstanding. Much better taking care of the basketball. After 6 turnovers in the first quarter, they cut that down to 2. So 8 for the game compared to 18 for the Hornets, and they have a lot of work to do, and I'm sure you hate to be the recipient of it, but giving up 60 points, boy, you get your work cut out for you moving into the second half.
13 players dressed for Alton here in their opener tonight, and
they're all playing, aren't they?
They've all played pretty much, at least most of them. 11 or 12 out of the 13, and they've all contributed too. We talk about those point totals and assists and rebounds and great defense and a little bit of everything from everybody that's got onto the floor. And the Redbirds hope that continues into the weekend again when they play Vashon here on Friday night, Jacksonville here on Saturday night, and the Redbirds hopefully hoping to go 3-0 in their tournament here and get off to a good start in Coach Eric Smith's second year as the head coach for the Alton Redbirds, as both teams loosening up here and getting ready to go. We mentioned the Shells and the Oilers both with victories last night as the Metro East Lutheran Turkey Tournament got underway. The Oilers have already played 2 games. They lost to Litchfield early this week and then last night beat Metro East. So they've already got a couple of games under their belt. So does CM. CM with a couple of losses so far. They're 0-2. And we'll have to see how the Riverbend teams do. You'll hear a lot of Riverbend basketball throughout the winter season, but a lot of action even before we get to Christmas. We got a lot of games on the schedule, boys and girls basketball, and A lot of Illini basketball, too. Again, they have a record of 6-0 after that 2-point win at UNLV last night.
And I'll tell you what, again, watching that game last night, the Rebs ended that half, I believe it was
39-29.
Yeah, they went on a run there at the end of the half. If I'm not mistaken, it was 13-2 run to end the half to go up by 10. It was a very good game. But then Illini, boy, they came storming back in the second half, really didn't wilt under that pressure. It's a tough building to win in at Thomas and Mack Center, and it's an impressive road win. A few extracurricular activities I heard in Sin City. It's
good way to put it.
You can, not to say you're going to get yourself in any trouble out there, but a lot of things to do.
Exactly. UNLV only scored 20 points in the second half. They were outscored 32-20 by Illinois in the second half last night. Alton ball as we start the second half here. Third quarter underway. Carlos Anderson drives in, hands it off, and the shot missed, but a foul. Williams Bay fouled on a pass from Carlos Anderson.
Wow, it took only 15 seconds to get our first foul.
Another foul on Cornelius Young, his third foul. As we keep an eye on points, fouls, and the score, 61-35 as Williams Bay hits his 9th point. He'll go for double digits now, 10 points.
He's perfect, 7 for 7 from the line so far.
Free throw, good. Got them all, 10 points. 1 bucket, 8 free throws. Williams Bay with 10. Down to the baseline, Gary knocks it off of Anderson as he was falling out of bounds. So that's going to be Northwest ball under their basket. 7:35 to go, third quarter. They throw it into Gary, leans in and missed it off the rim. Rebound, Anderson, he's fouled. Carlos Anderson fouled in the backcourt. And Berrien Jones with a foul. Third foul. 62-35, Redbirds ball and the big lead here. 7:25 to go is into the front court. Williams Bay driving down, good. He blew by a couple of defenders and laid it in.
Only his second field goal, but really he's getting it done from the line and at the defensive end too.
Over McMurray. Jones misses a 3. Long rebound to Warren. Still Hornets ball, but there's a double team. Williams Bay up to Hudson. Hudson leading the break. Had it blocked away above the rim there. Down underneath, it's tipped away by the defense. Alton ball, 6:51 to go. Third quarter. Redbirds on top, 64-35. And the trigger man on the inbounds here is Darius Edwards, number 13. Into Carlos Anderson, and Anderson an offensive foul as he put a little bit of the shoulder into the defender there.
Tough one there. I thought that was one of those where they just could have, didn't look like a lot of contact. They could have let that go both ways.
Anderson with his first foul of the game.
Maybe a little bit of a shoulder lean, and that's why he had the call go against him.
Here's a double team. Redbirds on a trap there, and McMurray late to the ball, and he's going to pick up another foul. His third.
Yeah, it'll be DT's third.
6-foot senior guard, DT McMurray. Telling me at practice a couple of weeks ago he just wanted to come back to the public school, Alton High, for his senior year. And those 3 players from Marquette back to Alton High for their senior year. Williams Bay, McMurray, and Keyshawn Young. There's a block underneath, and the Redbirds go for the loose ball, maybe a jump ball here. And it is. It's going to be Northwest ball on the arrow. And Northwest will throw it in here. Berrien Jones throws it in. Mishandled there for a moment. And now back to Jones, who runs the offense. Down to Gary. DeMarcus Gary leans in, spinning inside. Foul called. Right in the middle of the lane. Hudson with a foul. His third. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. 64-35, Redbirds with a big lead. To the line goes Antonio Johnson, 5'11" senior. Johnson puts it up, off the rim, no good. And here comes Hobbs back into the game, 6'1" junior for Hudson.
I haven't seen this. Well, I guess he did start, but I haven't seen much of this Johnson in the game in the first half. Did you?
No, not a lot. And a couple of fouls. And the free throw there makes it 64-36. 1 out of 2, and McMurray with a no-look pass to Hobbs, but tipped out by the defense. And now they set up the inbounds play. Darius Edwards to throw it in. And he throws it into McMurray. D.T. McMurray, good! A 3-ball from the left side for McMurray.
And he's on the board.
5 threes for the Redbirds. There's a pass out high and inside. It's rolled in there by Thomas. Marquise Thomas, the sophomore. He hits the bucket. Back come the Redbirds. D.T. McMurray, finger roll, good! Right down the middle of the lane for 2 more.
Well, he just carved through the middle of that lane like it was nothing.
5:15 to go, third quarter. 3 balls missed. Rebound, out of bounds. Alton ball. Redbirds have it back. Third quarter here, and the Redbirds have 69 points. They've scored 9 in this third quarter. After quarters of 28 and 32 for the Redbirds. Here's McMurray, top of the key to Anderson. Carlos for 3, swish! Anderson with a tray.
It's his first. He's taken a couple now.
Alton tips a pass out of bounds, 72-38. Northwest ball, here they come. Again, Shells in action. Roxana playing at the Metro East Tournament against Gillespie tonight. CM playing at Granite City tonight. East Alton Wood River has the night off tonight from the Metro East Tournament. And Alton opening the season tonight at their tournament. The Alton Redbird Tip-Off Classic. Traveling in the corner by the Hornets. Redbirds ball. Marquette off today too. They'll play again on Friday at the Pittsfield tournament. McMurray for 3. Missed it at the top of the key. Rebound Hornets. 4:30 to go, third quarter. Here's Johnson into Young, and it's knocked away there. Cornelius Young, 6'4" senior, had it on the block.
We haven't seen a lot of William Warren either, have we? He'd be a little hard to miss.
Yes, he would. Jones for 3, good. In the corner for Berrien Jones.
That's his first 3? No, second.
Second 3, he's got them both. Inside, missed. Williams Bay has it under the basket. Off the glass and in. Williams Bay, 14 points.
He just stayed with his own miss there. He had a finger roll just a little short and does a nice job of staying with it.
Ball knocked out of bounds. And Northwest will keep it here. Keyshawn Young in for Williams Bay. And they'll also bring in Allende Perry. Perry in for McMurray. So number 1 and number 2 check out for the Redbirds. Top of the key, deep three by Jones, no good. Underneath, it's batted around, and it goes right to Terrence Lambert. Lambert laid it in. And a foul in the lane as the Redbirds come back quickly, leading by 31 points. Alton 74, Northwest 43. Foul is going to go against Johnson. And Hobbs at the line, missing the first free throw. 12 points for Levante Hobbs. This one's good, 75-43, Alton.
5 for 6 from the floor, so good shooting night for Hobbs so far. Good shooting night for a lot of these guys.
Yes, Hobbs has a couple of threes. Here's a foul. Darius Edwards of the Redbirds with a reach in. His third. Redbirds by 32 points here. Third quarter, 3:26 to go.
When do we get our running clock? That's what I want to know.
Not for a while, apparently. Driving into the lane. Handoff. Ball loose, goes to Johnson now. Northwest ball. Here's Barry and Jones. Around Keyshawn Young, and a foul away from the ball is going to be called on Northwest.
Had a few of those tonight where they're just trying to set picks at the top of the key, and they've gotten caught for it 2 or 3 different times.
Lambert with his second foul now. Here's Keyshawn Young for Alton High. Young with a stop and go, and he missed it off the glass. Then he throws it away on the rebound. Inside, layup, good. Darius Edwards for 2.
77 points.
Here's a steal, and Edwards gives to Young. Back to Anderson. Carlos Anderson, 2 points. Timeout Redbirds leading 79-43 now with those back-to-back buckets.
5 turnovers in the quarter for Northwest, and Alton has converted every one of them into points so far.
And 19 more points here in the third quarter for Alton.
Slacking off after 28 and 32. Not keeping up to par here.
Well, they still have 2:40 to go.
That's true.
In the third quarter.
Give it some time.
But 79 points for the Redbirds. And now Williams Bay up to 14 in the game. Anderson with 14 in the game. 13 for Hobbs. So 3 players in double figures now for the Redbirds. Here come the Hornets. 2:30 to go. Third quarter now as they bring it to the front court. Barry and Jones with it. Top of the key. Jones almost lost it. He saved it at the last second there, but then a traveling turnover. Alton ball. Redbirds the other way. And here's Hobbs, Young, Perry, Anderson, and Darius Edwards. Edwards out to Anderson, top of the key. Carlos 3, nope. Off the rim, missed it. 2:10 to go, third period. Barry and Jones into the lane, good spin move, missed it, may have been partially blocked, and now Keyshawn Young is fouled after the rebound. Might be Lambert on a reach in.
And it is his third.
Third foul on Lambert. Keyshawn had the rebound there.
Well, Northwest Academy's got 5 players now with at least 3 fouls in the game, and Gary's the only one with 4 fouls. Didn't see much of him here in the third quarter.
Here's Perry trying to get it back out to Wigfall. Wigfall coming in for Anderson there at that last stop. But now Northwest throwing it away in the backcourt. Turnover, 1:45. 1:45 to go, third quarter, and here comes Maurice Edwards, too, for the Redbirds. Coming in for Darius Edwards.
You probably see a lot of the bench from here on out.
.140 to go as Keyshawn drives in, missed it off the back iron on a little finger roll there.
Well, this is a good chance for Eric Smith to see what his bench looks like in game action, too, extended game action.
Jones is fouled on the drive there by Keyshawn Young.
So that'll be 3 on him.
So Jones to the line. He has 14 points in the game for Northwest. And he has 6 free throws, 6 out of 10 from the line. And he misses a free throw here. You have one more with 1:29 to go, third quarter. And this one is up and in. Young, or make it Jones, 1 for 2. Redbirds into the front court. 1:20 to go as they throw it into the corner. Wigfall back out high. It goes to Levante Hobbs. Hobbs throws it away, but the pass is right back to the Redbirds. Wigfall has it to Keyshawn Young. Redbirds bring it to the midcourt stripe and stolen away. Turnover with a minute to go. Keyshawn Young getting it back. Jump ball. Possession arrow going to go to Alton. 55 seconds remaining, third quarter.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot again. Okay. Turnover number for the Hornets.
That would be 27.
You're on the ball.
No way. Okay.
I'm going to take you to give me my lottery tickets.
We're going to Vegas. Here's a foul. Maybe the Redbirds after a steal by Northwest. It's going to be a foul on Perry of Alton. His second. Allende Perry. 47 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Number 12 at the line. First free throw good, second free throw good, 2 for 2. That makes our score 79-46. Top of the key, Jones missed a 3, tipped around, and it's Hornets ball. Redbirds still stuck on 19 in the quarter. 79-46. 25 seconds left in the third. Keyshawn Young going for the steal. It is knocked away. It's Alton ball. Maurice Edwards, top of the key. Edwards, left hand, missed it. Rebound, kicked out of bounds off of the Redbirds. It's Hornets ball. 11 seconds left in the third period. And the last shot of the third quarter, we think, coming up. It's a 3. It's missed. Rebound. Out to the top, and that's going to be the end of 3 quarters here at Alton High. Redbirds with a big lead, 79-46 after 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Johnson's Corner at 2000 State Street in Alton is the area's best corner bar and eatery. The restaurant is known for its homemade onion rings, fantastic pizza, and of course, its famous pork tenderloin. The bar is a friendly place to talk, laugh, make new friends, and of course, quench your thirst. Now you can watch live high school sports in the bar. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Johnson's Corner is an inviting place to enjoy good comfort food. Johnson's Corner, an Alton tradition.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Mega bank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
On to the fourth quarter now. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you. Our engineer tonight, Brian Hennigan, on this Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving to all as we get ready to roll into the holiday weekend, if you will. Alton Redbirds well on their way tonight. They lead 79-46 over Northwest Academy from St. Louis as we start the fourth quarter here at Alton High School.
The magic number is 21, Brent. That's all you need to know. 19 now, I'm sorry.
To get to 100.
Yes.
Wigfall with 2 and his first field goal.
3 points now for
81-46. Pass it inside to Gary, and he lays it in to Marcus Gary. 9 points. Back the other way, baseline, Wigfall again for 2.
The junior starts off well here in the fourth quarter. Should we just keep the countdown? 17. We don't even need to keep the score anymore.
7 minutes, 17 points.
It's doable, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Inside, we have a foul called. Wigfall and Jones were both there. It's going to be 21. That's Jones with a foul.
It's going to send Young to the line, I believe, for 2. Regardless, he's going to the line, and it is going to be 2.
Redbirds with quarters of 28, 32, and 19.
Never mind, this isn't doable. Look at our clock.
Oh, we got the running clock.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering if it was the fourth quarter or just the second half, but fourth quarter it is. And that first free throw goes in for Young, then he missed the second one.
So if they're going to hit 100, it's going to have to be an awful lot of running and gunning here.
And William Warren checks back in, the 6'8 sophomore for the Hornets. Redbirds ball up 83-49. Here's a steal. Northwest ball. 5:45 to go in the game now. Underneath, Gary lays it up and in. 23 with another bucket. 11 points.
I was going to say, that should put him in double figures.
Down to the corner, it is Josh Lovings into the game for Alton, number 24. Lovings into the lane, fade away. Nope, he got bumped to the ground and back the other way. It's Hornets ball, but there's a steal. Perry has it. To the corner, Lovings. Nigel Harris also in the game, a 5'8 junior. Harris has it here for the Redbirds. Gives to Lovings. He stops and pops. He missed it. And out of bounds, it's going to be Hornets ball. 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Literally.
Yes. (83-51) Redbirds. 14 for Williams Bay. 14 for Anderson. Here's Jones fouling the big boy, William Warren.
That's not even a fair matchup. What is Jones? He's listed at 6 foot. I find that one hard to believe. Going up against the 6'8 kid.
Jones with 4 fouls. And looks like Hobbs is going to come in, but first it's Warren at the line, and short misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
Misses everything.
Got a little bit of the front of the net there. Nothing but net.
Man, for a big kid like him, holding that basketball has got to be like holding a marble, though.
I was going to say an apple, but that's right. Left side, 3. Nope.
You get the picture.
Yes, Maurice Edwards misses a 3 there for Alton High. 32-point lead for the Redbirds. Here's a steal. Edwards again. Maurice Edwards traveling on the break. Redbirds will play Vashon Friday night, and again, we'll have it for you live on the internet, AltonDailyNews.com. We'll be streaming live play-by-play Friday night for you, and then on the radio, it'll be on tape delay after the Illinois game Friday night. For the Alton Tip-Off Classic, underneath, Gary is fouled by Hobbs. Hobbs, first foul? Yes, it is. After the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game.
I'm glad you clarified that as players. Yes.
Maybe a long list. Louis writing down that list now. It's a long list.
I'm glad they gave us ample time here in the fourth quarter with the running clock to figure it out. But that's all right.
2:30 to go.
No complaints. Keep her running.
And there's some more confusion at the scorer's table while the clock runs down.
All right.
Tick, 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 tick.
It'll only take 2 minutes to shoot 2 free throws. All good.
And then
the game will be over.
Then we'll be gone. Free throws for DeMarcus Gary.
Can you believe he's going to make it all the way through this game? Didn't he have 4 fouls in the first quarter? Or was it the first half?
It was midway through the second quarter, I guess, if I remember right.
And it looks like he's going to make it.
And not foul out of the game.
Yeah.
Nobody fouls out of the game. 1 out of 2 for Gary.
I'm amazed at that.
Yeah.
Nobody fouled out.
All those fouls we had early.
No doubt.
Here's Maurice Edwards. Finger roll. No good. May have been fouled. No call. That's all right. Let the clock run. Free throw line jumper. No. Gary again. Good for Northwest.
Yeah, he's picking himself up some nice garbage points here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a 3 for Jones. He missed it. Rebound Hornets. 1:10 to go in the game. Now a foul on Wigfall at the other end, and that may let the clock run all the way out.
Well, they'll get a couple of free throws here, and then that'll be the end of that.
The Redbirds will have 4 points in the fourth quarter.
And Wigfall with all of them, and they came what? In the first minute.
That's right. But the box score is going to read 28, 32, 19,
and a whopping 4.
And then 4.
Well, they get the ball back here, so.
2 for 2 from the free throw line, and there's 25 seconds to go, and the Redbirds holding it in midcourt. 83-56, the Redbirds going to start with a victory, and they'll play Friday night, Saturday night in this Alton Tip-Off Classic tournament as the crowd files out. And the ball is tipped out of bounds, and that's the ball game. 83-56. The Redbirds win their season opener in 2013. They beat Northwest Academy from St. Louis. The Redbirds 83, the Hornets 56. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.